My story begins in my flight from LAX to Sydney, Australia. It's about a 15-hour flight. And I'll be sharing with you some words of advice of what I learned during this trip. When I arrive, I'm supposed to pick up my luggage and check it in on my joining flight to Brisbane, which is only about an hour and a half away. So here I am waiting for my luggage. It goes round and round and round. Everyone else is picking up their luggage, but nope, not me. And then all of a sudden, the whole machine stops. So trying not to panic, I headed over to the closest agent booth. And this leads me to my first advice. Number 1, breathe, don't panic, which is not easy to do when you're in a foreign country. Then she informed me that while I was flying to Sydney, Australia, my luggage was flying to London, England. Which brings me to my second point, is to stop and take a little time out to think about your situations. And then try out an Australian beer. And hey, I didn't tell you, I was on my way to Brisbane to pick up the beautiful Sea Princess cruise ship. I work on board in the youth department a couple months out of the year as needed, and we were going over to the beautiful country of New Zealand for a 14-day cruise, which included New Year's Eve. So the agent was very nice, and she said if you leave your address, we should have it back in a couple of days and we'll drop it off to where you are. Unfortunately, I was on the high seas, but she did take my schedule and promised she'd try and get it to me in the first port. So I went on over to the hotel where I was spending the night, but so happy and relieved that my number 1 rule of traveling is to always carry things that I can't live without with me. And those things included for me are my passport, my ID, my money, my credit cards, my phone, my iPad, and my chargers, of course, a light makeup bag, and comfortable shoes. I did make a list and Ubered to a nearby grocery store and picked up a few more supplies that I thought I would need. I also picked up this t-shirt because I thought I need an extra large t-shirt for a nightgown. Sometimes before I travel, I research places I can go before I join the ship, and this time I found this koala bear sanctuary. It was about 30 minutes from my hotel. And here I am with a kangaroo. I was so nervous he was going to attack me, and then this little boy just walks right over and starts petting him. Boy, did I feel foolish. And here's me petting a koala bear. He was absolutely adorable. So number 4 is keep enjoying your trip and don't let your lost luggage put you in a funk. So I joined the ship the next day in hopes of receiving my luggage in Dunedin, which is our first port, but was not until 3 days later. My friends in the department were really helpful. Number 5 is accept help from your friends. Also, most cruise lines should give you a little credit on board to pick up some things that you need. They did that with me. I was really appreciative. And a word for the wise, this nail clipper was $12. That's why I took a picture of it. And in case you didn't know, there's an expandable clothesline in the top of your shower. It goes from there to the other side. That's how I was able to wear the same clothes every day. I was able to rinse out my clothes every night and have them dry. I know some of you are wondering about that. And number 6, enjoy your life. Regardless of your circumstances, enjoy where you are right now. And me, I'm kind of a Galatians 8:28 girl. I like to live in the moment and appreciate everything, especially working on board a cruise ship. Where have you been? I am so relieved to see you. Of course, the first thing I did was open it up to make sure that everything was there, and it seemed to be. And that's when I realized you really don't need a heck of a lot of things to enjoy your time on board. With my friends and the help of the ship, I really had a wonderful time. Which leads me to my last word of advice. Be flexible and enjoy yourself.